Oh, here we go. Here we go. Once again, should I say it? Carcino was right. Yet again, Carcino was right. I told you. I said it. I'm like, man, he letting them trick him out his bag. Don't let them trick you out your bag, Unc. They know they can get to you when you turn into Black Hawk. They want to see you turn into Black Hawk and mess up your whole bag. They don't need to work together. It's all jokes. It's all jokes till somebody ain't laughing. Everything start off with a joke and it turns into a very serious situation because somebody don't sound like they really joking. They really mean it. So when jealousy come involved, you see it all the time. Mike Epps is a jealous nigga. I know him. I know of him. And I've seen his behavior before. He got jealous of Kevin Hart. He got jealous. He did the same damn things. They get jealous. They want a whole different position. They jump ship all together. They have no loyalty, no skin in the game, nothing. They go immediately to flipping the script. 100%. Oh. Now, Boot Thang. He was sitting courtside all the time with Boot Thang, remember? Shannon Sharpe was courtside with this Boot Thang how many times you can remember? And then Mike Epps come out and say what we've been talking about for over a year. Tomorrow I might do something on the Patreon and bring Boot Thang on the Patreon. I kid you not. You guys see Boot Thang on the Patreon, or I might do it on YouTube. I still ain't made up my mind. But this finna be something. This is gonna be something. Now, Mike Epps trashed Shannon Sharpe on stage, told a bunch of lies. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Mike Epps lied. And it was like, what did you have to lie for? So Shannon Sharpe wasn't lying. This dude was lying. In his comedy show, but it's comedy, it's an act. But you lied and tried to deflect the lie and try to make it look like, oh, you were trying to get Kevin Hart to talk about me. No, he wasn't. Because you didn't say that at all when the interview went down. You was like, man, Kev, man, mention my name or something, Cat. Come on, man, we boys. So you had no problem with Shannon Sharpe once that interview went down. Because you did stand up and you came out and did that. You had no complaints about Shannon Sharpe, period. Now, you mad because they ain't put you on the show. You saw it do 50-something million views and was like, man, I got to get on the show. I know I'm finna crack it. I can crack 50 million. Let me get on that show, Shannon. Let me get up there. They ain't gonna talk about I turned it down. Oh, really? But the powers that be came in and shut all of it down because this is a bad look. But they don't care about the bad look. It's two black people going against each other. That's the norm now. That's the norm, Nixon. But I'm going to tell you this right now. This got shut down for other reasons that y'all are not probably privy to. So that's why you're here. Right now, we did the Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan on Patreon. That's for the VIPs only. I ain't even mentioning it over here. But let's get into this, because I want people to understand what it's like and what it's really all about. People don't get or understand or even try for an inkling to try to understand what the problem really is. The problem is that the NBA, the National Basketball Association, has made changes. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew what was up. No, because they keep talking about we gonna meet at the NBA. The NBA All-Star game, right? It's gonna be there. The NBA All-Star game in Indy. Yeah, I'm gonna see you at the Indiana basketball game. The NBA sent a letter to the team of Shannon Sharpe, to Violator from Club Shay Shay, so Colin Cowherd, all these people got letters from the NBA saying that if any of these things happen, confrontation happens during this NBA, Shannon Sharpe is going to be banned from all. He can't go to any NBA anything. The players can't talk to him. He is going to be ostracized from the National Basketball Association. They don't want any actions or activities on their event. They have a lot of international money coming in Indiana, and they don't want none of this going wrong. I don't know if anybody reached out to Mike Epps. They didn't care about Mike Epps, but they did care about Shannon Sharpe. Now you remember, Shannon Sharpe had that incident last year with the Grizzlies, and he skated, and everybody's like, how did he skate? How did he skate? Oh no, this would be a serious strike for Shannon Sharpe. He would be able to interview only certain type of NBA players. He couldn't do current players. Like, he wouldn't probably get Dwayne Wade back on the show. He couldn't do anything like that, because you mess up with the NBA, they normally say, hey, you can't use our logo, you can't use our material. We don't want nothing to do with you. So that's what's going on right now. Hit the like button, good people. Oh, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. They are next level. they don't understand the scenarios in which play out in the styles that don't benefit them. So Shannon Sharpe, only way he could come up with something was to say, okay, I got to get back to what I do and ignore people. But his emotions take weight. Like I said, Boo Thang, you ain't seen Boo Thang since everybody went viral talking about Shannon Sharpe. Why you courtside with this dude, man? You always at the game with this dude, man. Bring some hoes to the game. What you doing sitting courtside with a dude who don't look like he cares about the game of basketball? Then people started to figure out more about what was going on. And then I had exposed all of it. I'm like, this dude be going out at nighttime, dinners, and everything with him. Your stylist is supposed to drop your uniform off. That's it. He ain't supposed to dress you, go out to dinner, business meetings. None of that. That's not his job. Now, this is what Shannon put out to the world. He said, oh, and the real Mike Epps, I decided to have man-to-man conversation in Indy at the NBA All-Star Weekend to discuss our differences. We both realized the situation could have and should have been handled differently. I apologize to fam, friends, loved ones, and my fans. Club Shay Shay. Now, as you read that, and as you see that, that was a corporate response. And notice he didn't make a video making that response. He did it on Twitter. And that was it. But here's the problem. After that was made, there was somebody that want to jump on the wagon because he wants attention too. Oh, Rawhead Rex himself, DL Hewley. And I'm going to air your ass out on the Patreon. You lucky I don't do it here. I did it enough the first time around. But next time, I'm really finna air you out. All these puppets come out of nowhere. That's what I said. Black entertainment right now is going to an all-time low. People out here playing the dozens with each other. And many of them been friends for 20 years. They get $20 million residual and doing all this other stuff. Nobody even mentioned Mike Epps. Nobody really talked about DL, about anything negative about him. And he got a problem with him. All because Monique came up there. Once Monique came up there, now DL got a problem. Right. His name is Daryl Lynn. I don't get scared from a guy named Daryl Lynn. Okay? Daryl Lynn. If Daryl Lynn want to say something, Daryl Lynn can say it. Your name is Daryl Lynn. So the whole thing when Mike Epps is talking about allegedly popping Shannon Sharpe, and it took it to a whole new hype, and they had the internet buzzing about Mike Epps is finna pop Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe talking about, I'm gonna see you in Indy. The NBA is like, oh no, you ain't. Y'all could go see each other, not in any NBA arena. You bet neither one of y'all, everybody getting banned. Oh, Adam Silver ain't playing around. He got too much money vested in this. Well, he won't let that go because that's not what she said. See, DL is a punk. And the reason that he's a punk, he talking about some, man, listen to us. A lot of us out here, we don't play these jokes. Look at him. He was like, man, listen, a lot of us comedians don't play. Jokes are jokes. But it ain't a game when things get serious. You can't have it both ways. If you gonna stir the pot, you have to be ready for what's on the other side of what you're stirring up. Oh my God. This is the man that's supposed to be the guy that's uplifting and telling black folks what they need to do. It seems to be all these dudes that's trying to be, black people, y'all shouldn't do this. These are the ones talking gangster, talking about putting hits out on people. They coming out they bag. These glass house. Stephen A. Smith cussing people out, trying to go hit them up style on Jason Whitlock. Somebody nobody thinking about. And you lost. You went up against him and lost. That didn't even work for you. Trying to go viral because you jealous of Shannon Sharpe's success. Boy, if they ever said success breeds envy, they have never lied, boy. Because Shannon Sharpe ain't never had this kind of problems within the industry until he went viral with Cat Williams. And all of the people that got problems with him is people that never had a problem with him. Mike Epps ain't got no dog in the fight whatsoever. Shannon Sharpe ain't never did nothing to this man, and neither did Cat Williams. Nobody ever thought Cat Williams, not even you, Mike Epps, your lying ass, try to sit there and make it look like, man, you were trying to get Cat to talk about me, and he didn't. No, he didn't. You knew damn well you weren't trying to do that. You were mad Cat didn't talk about you. Man, Cat, come on, man, say my name or something. I need that kind of heat. I'll put you in my movie. Carmex, baby. No, he's like somebody said, he's hit or miss. Mike Epps. Sometimes it's decent. It's like Country Wayne, sometimes he's hit or miss. I told him it was coming. This is what happens. Because, see, you've upset the hornet's nest. Now you got to deal with Hollywood. Oh, they coming heavy now. Man, Steph Curry had hit like 23s in 2 games, and they barely talked about it until he hit. I hate that prisoner of the moment stuff, too. I was going to talk about that the other day when they beat Phoenix, and he hit that 3, and Draymond, they had 0.7, and they got the stop on KD, and he's in there talking. He was back to being Draymond for a night. Yeah, Mike Epps want to be on the show. This bad. DL want to be on the show. And here's the thing. Had they reached out to Shannon correctly, he would have put him on the show. Shannon would have put DL on the show. That old raw face, plastic face, prune face looking bastard. DL. Fake, phony. Fred G. Sanford. And the G is for gaslighting. Wait till I get you on the Patreon, boy. I mean, a lot of people were coming out saying this is ridiculous. Y'all are grown people and y'all talking like this. Like this has gotten out of control. And now why are they going to try to go after Shannon Sharpe? It don't even make sense. DL looked like he about 75 years old. He looked like somebody great grandfather. I'm like, damn, you went from 34 to 75 overnight. What happened to you, bruh? You done seen some things. That's what happened. He done seen something. Now, yeah, well, you got to think about it. What you're actually doing is you're putting into play something that doesn't make a lot of sense. No, the major problem for Shannon Sharpe is all of these people are threatening to go in different ways and different actions to try to hurt, intimidate, bully, and well, he's trying to say Shannon Sharpe is messy like a woman. That's you, DL Hughley. You the most messiest human being I've ever seen. Now I'm gonna say what I gotta say for you on the Patreon because I got a lot to say about you that the public gonna find out. But I'm gonna say one thing here so that you can understand it. I'm gonna say one thing here and see if you guys understand it. Now, DL Hughley, you, and I hope you can see me. DL, I'm gonna expand on this, but you, who curtail your jokes, and you claim that you're for black people, but you curtail your jokes for white people by putting down black people in your jokes. He has a joke he tells, right? In which he goes, my name is Daryl. Daryl means this, like king and all this is like shining and all this. This is Gary. My friend Gary over there. Gary, his name means this. Daquan means unemployment. So if we have a European sounding name, it means something royally. But if we have a name that sounds like anything that would be indifferent from a European name, it means unemployment. You see, these are the type of people, and I'm gonna expand on that a lot more, and it's gonna be a lot more vicious when we get on the Patreon. I'm really guarded right now, so I'm just letting you know. Most people can't see it for what it is, and they just take it as jokes. They're like, "Oh, he just razzing. He telling the truth." No, it don't. It's not. There's no truth in that whatsoever. It's subjective and it's condescending. And this is what happened with Chris Rock. Chris Rock started doing shows and performing in white clubs, hating on brothers. And then a sister went there and saw it, and she was just couldn't believe it because it was almost an all-white audience. It was overseas. It wasn't here in the United States. Well, a lot of people are scared. They become scared when these situations come to be. You know, when they find out certain scenarios and things, they get scared. The situations turn and it's not for the better. Everybody just gets scared. Well, see, that's the thing. Shannon Sharpe, and that's why Monique was like, don't be scared, Shannon. Because Shannon was risking everything. Shannon was risking it all by putting Monique on that show. And I told him, I was like, the people he thought was with him, the Cat Williams thing was first. Then you follow that up with Monique. That's strike 1 and 2 in Hollywood. And we're going to go down this whole thing too, because all these gatekeepers, they're on there buzzing in people's ears. See, what Kevin Hart did, and that disappointed me, is he was being a real brother and supporting until the powers that be, his white manager came in and told him Kevin will not be doing the X, Y, and Z. He was like, well, damn, how the hell he gonna speak for me? That's a miscommunication. I'm gonna go talk to my white manager. He went and talked to that white manager, and that white manager told him what time it was. He never spoke to Monique again for 2 years. It's like, boy, they about to take it all away from you. What you mean you finna help her? And she's going against all of our people that's putting you up. He was like, man, she was family. You know, I'm trying to help her out. That's what they want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, when you have certain amenities for yourself, you put yourself in a situation where life is good for you. Shannon Sharpe has done good by people. He hasn't said anything negative about anybody. He really hasn't. On this Club Shay Shay. Club Shay Shay was not a show that was meant to be like this, and this is why other people are getting upset now. They're like, now it's turning into Wendy Williams. I mean, DL Hewley. I mean, he the one that pisses me off more than anybody. Because one, none of it had anything to do with him. Because Cat Williams didn't even mention him in it. When Monique got up there and she mentioned him, that's when he got mad. That's the only time DL got mad because she mentioned him. She don't like you. So you already know you're using this for attention. And I can't wait to get to the Patreon. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. The Casino for Life Patreon is already going up with the Jordan and Larsa thing. But this is finna go up. Well, many people don't know the difference. See, that's the main problem source that people will say about anybody. Um, no, Shannon Sharpe, what they set out to do. I mean, I was gonna make another video breaking it down, and I still might break that because tomorrow we gonna show y'all boot thing. I'm finna show y'all boot thing like y'all ain't never seen it before. I might put it on the Patreon. I might do it on YouTube. It's finna raise some flags, but it's going down tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be a hell of a day. I'm telling you, it's gonna go left. Mm-hmm. Well, see, remember Django Unchained? Who remembers Django Unchained? I've gotten no strikes from Patreon, but I'm talking about over here. I would be struck because this day platform. But when Django destroys the plantation, right, a Candyland, you remember that? If anybody saw Django Unchained, and everybody was like, "Man, why did he do that to the woman?" And he did all that. He took her out too. Because she was a part of it. She sat there and watched all of it done. Everything had to go. There was nothing else there. You had to take down the entire plantation. Everything had to be removed. But when you eviscerate a plantation and you wipe that whole thing out, you make a road for a new, or somebody else will step up and take over. So you got to put something in place of it. Or whatever's going to come after that, it's going to be worse. No, no. You got to understand that there are levels that you can't really hope to get to without going through a situation where they try to tell you your worth is less than what they report. Well, you got to look at it from the bright spots. You got to see it from the possibilities that you never thought of before. You got to understand that this game is entirely different. This game ain't designed for you to win. There's powers that be that don't want you to have this. They make it look like, oh, well, you just don't move the needle, or you don't relate to the people overseas. You just don't connect to the people overseas. When that's a lie. The most biggest watch game in the world is the Super Bowl. It's more black people playing in the Super Bowl than anybody else in the world. And they want to watch it. Cat Williams and Shannon Sharpe just broke the internet. The most views by a podcast show on the internet. Almost 60 million views right now. And wasn't nobody white shown on there at all. Two black people talking to each other. But they break the internet, but we don't connect overseas. We don't really, we just don't resonate overseas. Then how the hell it get over 50 million something views and break the internet and beat the white boy out? Joe Rogan. Beat him. A black man. Two black men sit up there and did that. But they'll lie to you and say we don't connect overseas. Monique's got 11 million. Cat Williams got 58 million. And the reason that it got 58 million is because, and Monique got 11, is because it was the shock and awe. And it was already in the stratosphere before they can even do something about it. When it got to Monique, the powers that be knew how to do something about it. They knew Monique was coming. They knew what this was going to be. Nobody knew what Cat Williams was finna do. But when Monique went, oh, you knew what she was finna get into. And the powers that be are going to submerge those hits down. And it still did 11 million. Now, who Shannon Sharpe date is his own business. But everybody think his downfall is going to be Boo Thang. Boo Thang is going to be his downfall. And he already done put her to the side. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happened on the Monique interview that people didn't know. Oh, Candy Burris? Oh man, God, it was man. There's so many people wanted to get up with Candy Burris from Escape. Oh man, so many people wanted her. Nobody wanted no goddamn Tiny. Man, Saturday Night Live, they ain't gonna do a spoof of, like he said, you ain't get mad at Saturday Night Live, they made fun of you. But when they got the 50 million views, the Cat Williams interview, over 50 million views. No, no, they coming for him. And the reason they coming for him is because they put themselves on a pedestal. And when you put yourself on a pedestal, what you're doing is you're eliminating any opportunities for growth. You put yourself on this pedestal, so now everybody's seeing your show and they want to come take you down. I mean, Shannon Sharpe not only got Club Shay Shay, he got the nightcap popping already. It's already got 1 million views. So he doesn't only have two shows one show in Club Shay Shay that's going. He got his liquor brand that's popping. He got the nightcap show that's popping off. Right. He got that going. So now that he got that popping, yeah, Shannon got both of those popping. So he's becoming a major figure, and he got major sponsorship deals coming in. So besides the Apple deal, he's gonna have like a multi-million-dollar contract deal come through. And now that's why Gilbert Arenas has come sniffing his ass over there, and he didn't got with him. Oh, he'll shake his little booty. He'll try to replace Boot Thing. Because he want to be on that. And now that he up there, like, yeah, I told you we were going to do something together. Shouts out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Armando Black TV. Shouts out to those brothers. Follow them. Welcome to HDII TV. Now, when Shannon talked about the criticism he got,
I know a lot of you guys, we've been talking about it. Monique, I had Monique on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
And when I reached out to her, I reached out directly to her, and I DM'd her. I said, I would love to have that. I said, I'd love to have you on Club Shay Shay. Like, when I invite guests on, I normally know a little bit about them, but I don't know their entire story. What I try to do is that when they come sit on my couch, I'm gonna ask them a question. I don't lead them. I don't like, oh yeah, I agree with you, and I don't know. I don't know. I just want to hear their story. I want you to hear their story. And what I also try to do is that I have a platform. You're not listening or you're not watching to hear my voice. You want to hear the guest's voice. So what I do, ask a question.
Hit the like button, people.
And somehow people have gotten mad at me because when they have platforms, they do more talking than the guest. But because I'll allow the guest to speak, they mad at me. So, have you seen it?
Yeah, that's all.
So what's your take on Mo in the situation?
I would say, and I'm with you, where we got criticized recently with Michael Porter Jr.
Okay.
We got criticized. He was talking about the WNBA, NBA wage gap and all that stuff, and they were like, y'all should have pushed back. But I'm with you, Shay. You bring a guest on to hear the guest. Unlike I'm up here and y'all niggas keep talking, but you come up here, I'm playing. But no, you come up and see the guests, and you want to hear what their stories, what they want to talk about. And you don't need to always argue. Right. And it's why the platform, our platform on the Pivot, y'all go, was it subscribe, like, all the stuff you got to. On the Pivot, it's like, they want us to hear the person talk, and it's not on us to push back and argue with them, because people like to argue, and that's the thing. I always talk about it. So the Pivot works. It's why it blew up. It's why athlete-driven media blew up. Is because I call us lions. Mm-hmm. So like, if you ever been to I went to Kenya recently with my wife, and we was at a wedding.
You weren't naked, were you?
Who, in Kenya?
Yeah, because you know.
I like to walk around naked.
Oh Lord. Man, with all them bugs and insects, some on your wee-wee.
Show me what you're working with. I just got to walk around. Oh yeah, Kenya, and it was a lion sitting down, lion laying down. And lions don't play around. Like, male lions don't be around other male lions because they got their territory.
Unless they pack.
What's that? Yeah, but no. A male lion, he got about 7, 8 women. He got a bunch of kids running around, and he just lay there all day. The women hunt. He just chill. But when he looks his head up, everything on the whole plane stop and look to see, why is he getting up? Is he hungry? Is he mad? Does he want some coochie? Right. Whatever it is, but they want to know what's going on. Right. The reason why the podcasting took off with athletes like it is because People aren't used to seeing male lions that have their own territory, that have their own stuff, that run their life. And we can really sit down, we can argue, we can talk, we can, whatever it is. And
Yep, and that's how it is. They not used to seeing that with us. They not used to seeing that. So that's why they acting the way they do. Me is different. Billionaires don't take time. It takes planning. You want to be a billionaire, you have to plan to be a billionaire. You have to, what's your 36-month plan? You see? Billionaires have a 36-month outlook. They be like, in 36 months, this is where I'm going to be. They don't say, give me a year or two. They say, here's my 36-month plan. You be like, it sounds like a long time. 36 months, you blink, it be there in a minute. But you got to use the steps. Okay, by this time, in this kind of months, I need to be at this level. Then when it get to this point, I need to get here. Then after that, I need to go there. Now the Dow today closed at an all-time high. Nobody black was talking about it. On mainstream media. A record high. Why? Now it's like I sat back and wait and see. I'm like, let me sit back and wait and see if anybody black finna talk about the market. It worked. Record day for the Dow. They not looking at what calls did. Nothing. It's like, wow, okay.
we can do it peacefully. Right. And that's the thing that people are so amazed to see, or to be honest, to see four black men sit down and talk, knowing that we run our lives, that we're a male lion, but we can still coexist and talk and be cool.
Right.
And that's the thing about the podcast, to your question, that's the thing about the podcasting is that people always want you to push back on folks. I just want to ask you a question and really learn from you.
Right.
So that's the reason why they said they went in those directions. Now,
what's good, everybody?
Now, when you start listening to all these other things that's on the forefront, you're starting to get a bad feeling about a lot of stuff that's happening. Well, that's the thing. When you say you about something and you're not about something, they'll find out. You see, that's the thing. They always do. No, it's always the one. Right? They all want a piece of you. If I did 55 million views, let's say I do 50 million views, everybody in Hollywood is coming after me. I'm going to have Beyonce and Jay. I'm going to have everybody talk about Carcino, TMZ. This guy, Carcino, at one time, he says the most insane things. I'm going to have every manager calling me. When you're under the radar, nobody really bothers you. It bothers them, but you're not a real threat. So they don't really, it'd be a waste of their time to even go that far. Well, when you got people that's chilling and laid out and relaxing all the time, you normally see different traits. Why did Judge Mathis come out? Why did Judge Mathis come out and say, hey, we got to stop this, black people. We got to do all this. Who's Judge Mathis' best friend? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey and Denzel Washington. Those are Judge Mathis' best friends. Right. Wesley Snipes used to be in that clique. And he don't know why they cut him off. You know, that was just like, man, y'all cut me off. What do we really think? As I keep telling you, this thing is like a web of, it's set up like a pyramid company. You know, like you got people who are connected here in different circles. It's all connected to Hollywood. And you look who's under whose circles. You know, you got Ellen DeGeneres over here. Dr. Phil is under Ellen. You know, they like together connected. And Oprah owns both of them. So it's like Oprah owns them. Tyler Perry is owned and ran by Oprah. So now she's partnered with them. So now Tyler and Oprah is doing their thing. So it's over there. Then you got Will Packer is connected to Oprah and Tyler. And then you have Lee Daniels connected to Oprah and Tyler. And then you have all of these people. Steve Harvey's connected to Ellen DeGeneres and Dr. Phil. Then you got Kevin Hart is connected to Steve Harvey, who's connected to Ellen DeGeneres and them. So he's connected over there. It's all one big pyramid scale. It's a corporate pyramid structure. And the heads of the table, they're not even on the board. They're connected to all these gatekeepers. Oprah is just a gatekeeper. She has no power. That's an illusion. Yep. See, everybody thinks he needs a super viral video. You don't. Long as you have solid content and it's because you can have a super viral video Then your next video don't do anything, right? Or your next two, they don't do what that does. It starts falling off. Then you start trying to get back to do stuff to be viral. That's when you start slipping. That's when it start messing up and start going downhill. Because you're like, man, I just slipped. Now, it ain't right. Yeah, I've been under the weather. I'm trying to get back right. I got to get well by Friday or I ain't going nowhere. Thanks for the super chat, Black Sigma. And everybody, hit the like button. What's going on around here? Y'all just sitting around here listening to me and ain't nobody hitting the like button. I was like, what is going on? The like button is free. Thanks for the super chat. He said, who forced Shannon to apologize? The NBA, the National Basketball Association. They were pressured to end this right away because Shannon Sharpe has been threatened. Anything that he done, if he come and rush Mike Epps at a NBA and Indy and run up on him like he's talking about, that's it. The NBA ain't playing that. Any action, Shannon Sharpe is banned from all NBA activity. They made that known quick. They got too much international stuff going on right now. The NBA just did a deal with Emirates. That's the international airlines. Isaiah Thomas helped negotiate that deal. So that's right. The greatest basketball player and the greatest, smartest man in the game. He helped get all that done. Yeah, well, when you have people that are familiar with a situation because it makes sense to them, that's when you start noticing problematics or, things of that nature. Well, Shannon Sharpe picked Taylor over Beyonce. That was easy for him. She white. When you've been living in the white world for so long, you gonna sit there and say Beyonce don't move the needle. She sold more sold out concerts. She has like the record. Beyonce has the record. I don't know if they, falsified it or whatever, but she has the record. Taylor earned a lot too. You can't put nothing past them. She had her whole catalog snatched and still came up and got $1 billion. How did that happen? Oh, we know why. She was a country singer that flipped into a pop singer, and it didn't hurt her one bit. Uh, well, they can say Brock Purdy got it done and all that stuff, but if the Detroit Lions is in there, you'd have saw a hellified game because Detroit would have went for it. No. No, not really. The way I see it is it's a growing platform. Um, People are trying to go and do as much as they can. But I like Nightcap. Not with Gilbert Arenas on it. Of course, I don't watch that at all. Nobody seemed to be watching it with him. We watched the one with Ocho. Ocho's the one on the show. So Wednesday nights we skip Nightcap. If it got Gil on it, nah, we out. Yeah, who would want to be a personal assistant in this climate? This climate is dangerous. So to be a personal assistant now would be insane. You said how much is the NBA paying them? Well, you see, you got Disney. See, Disney owns the NBA. They fired Matt Barnes for spitting on that guy. So Shannon Sharpe already got a warning when he was on Fox. Had he been on ESPN, he'd have been suspended because it's Disney. But because he was on Fox last time, that type of thing couldn't happen. Now, with the All Star weekend coming up, and they both finna be down there, Shannon Sharpe can't have this. He can't even be saying, I'm gonna meet you at the All Star game. We finna lock up and do any of that. Like, that's crazy. But when they re up with Shannon Sharpe on ESPN, oh gosh, they gotta come with the bag. Because it's over, folks. Let me be the first one to tell y'all it's over, folks. He finna Shannon Sharpe. That's why I said leave, accept the buyout offer, and leave. Now the fact that he didn't have a non-compete was strange, but they did work it out where they can get him in there because same thing with Keyshawn. Keyshawn, they were holding him back, and they ended up taking over. Yep. Straight like that. What are they gonna do now? Well, he put out his apology. You see, he ain't do it in video form. He apologized on Twitter because he ain't want that to get all big and all that. I'm sorry to my family and friends. Talking about hurting somebody. Now, you the big old chocolate Black Hawk. You can't be doing that, bro. Can't be going out threatening people. You got to keep that a buck. They ain't told Mike Epps nothing. They told Shannon Sharpe. They ain't got no deal with no Mike Epps. This is Disney. This is ESPN. You forgot your day job. They was like, don't let your hobby get you put out in the lobby. Yep. Well, that's what happens. Yeah, I can't wait to get on DL, man. I'm finna go get some more tea. I'm gonna get up, and it's on. I don't know. A lot of them said that they ain't really vibing with each other right now. I mean, shoot, he should know better than to mess with Shannon. Shannon, them ain't no popcorn muscles. Shannon is cut up like a bag of dope. At 60, that's really Black Hawk. That's Mr. Six Plates. Shannon cut up. So Shannon Sharpe is gonna Black Hawk it out. No matter what. Oh, the lat pull downs, yeah. Lat pull downs will get you there. Oh, absolutely. They probably showing a lot of ads right now. Knowing you, they probably showed a lot of ads on this video. And I don't see ads, but they probably did. So, that's one way Shannon gets paid. Because he said, how much did Shannon make off the Cat Williams interview? It generated millions. Now, what he actually earned is different than what he actually. There's so many people that got to get paid. Like if I do the same number, let's say I do 50 million, I get way more money than Shannon got. And you be like, whoa, that ain't, that ain't, you wouldn't have got none of that. I would get more money than Shannon Sharpe if I hit those same numbers he got. If I do 60 some million, y'all gotta remember, I got a video that did 25 million and was in a movie. It's up still on YouTube right now. How many people could say they got a 25 million view video? Not many. So when I see my video, hear my voice, and see that I got 25 million views, and I said, wow, that boy Cino, man, he's something else. Something else. The killer, one about the killer shark, was in the movie Blackfish and everything, so. Yeah. So the thing is, I would get paid more because it's so many people behind the scenes of Shannon Sharpe's video doing those type of numbers. Like I can probably do those numbers now because you need a machine of people behind you to get the video to go do those things in the algorithm. You have to have the production value. You got to have a lot of stuff to, they're going to market it, promote the video, make shorts to try to go to the main video to keep the buzz, abreast. So now people aren't doing that anymore. What people are doing now, they're actually atoning. They're actually adding a difference to the algorithms because they're trying to select who makes the money and who don't. Before it was whoever would create and could create the interest and get the views, they were getting the money. And they had to try to find a way to control that. And they've done it. So they've done that now. So it's a selected few that have been grandfathered in, but still, if I had hit those views, it's the same. I would have had more money because our rating is already up there. Because of my, truth behind videos, that put me in a bracket above a lot of people early on. They starting off doing the numbers I used to do when I had the truth behind videos. I was doing million view videos, 500,000, 600,000. So my ratings was already up there. So I could do a video that to 5,000 views, and the earnings off of that would probably dwarf somebody who had 30 to 40,000 views who hadn't just started out. So it's not about the views anymore. That's a part of it, but it's more about the audience retention. How long are they on the video? My audience retention was very high for the length of my videos. My videos was like an hour, 50 minutes, 45 minutes. And I have 90% people never dropped off. Like they stayed on the video all that time. So that's like, wow, that's real earnings. That's real high. You want to put your high value ads there because those people are staying on that site for a long time. It's not some flashy video that's there and it's gone. So it's not about the views. It's a lot of other things and elements in there too. So Shannon Sharpe, his video is definitely going to make a lot of money. And if I'd have done it, like I said, I would have made probably more than Shannon because he has a partner. He got to pay uh, volume. He's got to play the volume. They got to split it. His partnership he got with Colin Carter. He's got a staff and a crew. All those people have to be paid. So, at the end of the day, is he going to make some money? Yes, he's going to make a lot of money, but it's not going to be what it could have been had he didn't have all of those people to pay. Me, I don't have anybody else to pay but me. I do all the work. So for me, it's all coming to me. Oh yeah. Oh, no problem, Mr. Cook. That's why I don't really get an engagement with all these like clowns. The junkie. You had the other guy who was alcoholic who was on there. He was happy he was blowing up, but he don't get it. I'm like, you're never gonna go to the next level. Even Gil ain't gonna try to take you there because he know he can't get you there because if he does, that messes up everything he wants to do. Plus, your channel was already dissolved, and then you start another channel. You don't have any content. You don't have any connection to anything except for talking about other people on YouTube. So that's what your audience who follow you know you from. You can't try to pivot to something else and think that's going to work. You see a guy who's never talked about the situation before in his life. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about. Now he wants to talk about, let's talk about what happened at the awards today. It's like, what? The awards? When you start talking about the awards? Well, people decide that they want to try to marvel at certain situations. Oh, they do. They love to marvel at all these different situations that pop up and give these people ideas and we know how to get it going. We know how to get them back, don't we? Don't we? That? Yeah. Oh, that, you got that. Come on now. I'm not mad at Shannon. I'm not mad at Shannon Sharpe at all. I just think that what people got to realize is that everyone has an off day. Everybody's not going to be happy, joy every day. People are going to be emotional. They're going to be happy one day. They're going to be pissed another day. That's called life. And you'll know better than everybody else. You don't have it figured out because you going to snap too. They're going to be like, man, I would never do that, man, because they know not to play with me. And, I would have a talk with the boss. I would do that. Oh, your check didn't come in too. What the fuck? My check? Whoa, hold on. Hey, get Fred back in here, Fred. Fred, did he leave? What, my check in here? What the hell? It'd be just that quick. I'd be like, hey, what happened to you being calm and taking it to the office? Fuck, got my check in here. Nobody care about what you making. I can pay your check 4 times. Talk about me now. I need my check. Man, I wouldn't advise nobody fighting Shannon Sharpe. $60 or not, I ain't fighting no Shannon Sharpe. Go Sugar Shay checking his butt out. Look at him. He's checking his butt out. Look, Shay is checking his butt out. Look, I'm liking that. Look at my butt. Ooh, look at my butt. Ooh, look at my butt. Look how he looking. Yeah, look at my butt. My butt is coming in. Sugar Shay, baby. Look at that. Look at my butt in the mirror. That's my look at my butt in the mirror pose by Shannon Sharpe. Look how zestfully happy he is. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the way that looking. Ooh, yeah. Look at that, boy. Ooh, wait, look at that. Ooh, it's coming together. Go ahead, sashay. Sashay. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's starting to come together. They ain't ready for me, girl. Yeah. Yeah, Stevie, they ain't ready for me. I told you, the evidence has been there. The evidence is there. Yeah, I know, right? Well, it is what it is, and when you start seeing things going the way that they're going, you start to see things materialize that don't usually materialize, and you start to see things go in a direction that don't usually work out. I'm not saying Kevin Hart had to work with Monique. What are you talking about? Kevin Hart, he did his thing. Michael Blackston, you one joke goddamn comedian. He been doing one joke for 20 years. The fake black African. And it's like, okay, man, we get it. You black, you African. Can you tell us some jokes, please? He gonna sit there talking about, you do everything for somebody. How dare she talk about Kevin Hart like that? I had my own problems with Kevin, but how she's going to talk about Kevin Hart? He gave her a lot of, he gave her money. He said, I'm going to produce with you and do all these things. He helped you out. Even though you paid it back, he helped you. He put you on his show. He helped you out. And he said, I'm going to try to help you. It's not his fault if no one else said they want to help. It's not his fault that the manager said, Monique, no. He did all he could. And now you turn on him. Where's the love? You could do 1,000 things for somebody and they only remember the one time you don't do something. I'll be like, first of all, Michael Blackston, go sit your ass down somewhere because this had nothing to do with you. But you are under Kevin Hart. So this is why you acted like that, a puppet. Now, what she said is the truth. She paid it back. It's not about that. It's the fact this man, she didn't ask Kevin Hart for anything. He says, no, let's move forward. I'm going to produce your thing. I'm going to do this. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to talk to them. And Kevin Hart is interested. Next thing you know, the manager called back. We have nothing to do with Monique. Kevin Hart, oh, Mo, don't worry about it. It's a miscommunication. We going to get this thing settled. Next thing you know, she never heard from Kevin Hart again. And Michael Blackston seems to omit that part. If the studios and the company said, hey, man, I just can't do it, they won't let me work with you. She would have respected that. So it ain't even about that. She would have respected that. She'd be like, all right, well, that's cool. You know, she ain't asking him to risk his job or nothing. He didn't even get back with her. Did not take her calls, nothing. And then here come Tiffany Haddish taking shots in an interview at Monique's husband. Now, why would she do that? Who's she connected to? Kevin Hart. Well, you got to look at the situation. If I really dislike Shannon Sharpe, man, come on now. Shannon Sharpe was one of our guys. I'm razzing him, because he doing all the fruity stuff. I'm just talking about it. So I don't care who he sleep with. That's his business. I ain't sleeping with them. I'm totally fine with my situation. Let them go ahead and deal with their situation. Oh no, because there's questions to be asked. There's always the situations to be figured out. Because it's clear to anybody with common sense that could see that Sterling Sharpe and Shannon Sharpe got two different mamas or daddies. Something ain't right. Something ain't the same here. Sterling Sharpe looked nothing like Shannon Sharpe whatsoever. Now, either mama had different daddies. They still brothers. I'm just saying. We see Shannon talk all the time about Granny, right? We never hear him talk about mama and daddy. See, that's where the story's at. That's where the true story at. See, you've only been told the story they want to tell you. That's where the true story lies. That's where the meat of it lies at. So if anybody doing research into that, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If their grandmama raised them, where is mama? What happened to mama? What happened to daddy? They don't even discuss it. But they bring up grandpa. My granddaddy used to say, my grandma used to say. But see, that's where the storyline is. Hmm. Well, the disrespect for black entertainers and black athletes is riveting, and it's in everything from every workforce. If you go on the internet and look up people who got the same title, same job, same county, same state, and you see how much white people are paid and you see how much black people are paid, and you go, whoa, why is this such a difference if it's the same damn job, same title? Why is the pay differential so different? Go look at that, and you'll start seeing how unfair the system is. Blacks had even higher education than them, more qualifications. It didn't matter. Blacks are discriminated when it comes to home loans. Getting their home appraised, they have to put white people in there to have their white friends sit in so they can get a higher appraisal rate on their home. Yeah, but here's the thing that gets me though. Brittany Renner was on Club Shay Shay, right? And she was talking about she slept with 35 men. Everybody jumped up. Oh, Brittany Renner slept with 35 men. Y'all wasn't saying it was Steve, it was Wendy Williams then. Y'all didn't say nothing about when Brittany Renner went up there and said she slept with 35 men. Which she know is more than that. She forgot a zero. Now, all of a sudden, Brittany Renner is up there. She does that. Nobody says, hey man, Club Shay Shay's starting to turn into Wendy Williams. Now, Cat Williams get up there, hey, this is turning into Wendy Williams now. Monique is up there. Oh, wait a minute now. This is starting to get ridiculous. This is Wendy Williams stuff now. But it wasn't with Brittany Renner was on there, and I'm wondering what the hell was she doing on the show. I'm the only one. Why do you have Brittany Renner on there? I'm like, what is y'all doing? This is Club Shay Shay. You ain't supposed to be here for this. Well, they don't understand the certain calls that people make or certain, status. Right, right. It's all of that's different. It's subjective. Yeah, pretty much. So um, when you see this happen, you start to learn right. You learn a lesson. Well, you're supposed to learn a lesson. When he was promoting Lyft, Kevin Hart said, "Oh well, I just don't have time for all the noise." That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this raw head Rex looking mother DL. Look at this dude. Look like he about 85 years old. Really looking like Fred G. Sanford. Oh, prune face. He got to walk out all day wearing makeup. Face look orange as hell when he out there doing TMZ. You know, he gonna be outside trying to cover up all them goddamn cracks, looking like a damn Sahara desert. Look at him. Eyebrows all gone, everything. Looking like the Sahara desert. Got the nerve to talk about somebody. Don't trust nobody with no hair on their upper lip. Look at Jay-Z. Man can't grow a mustache to save his life. But he trying now. He just letting them whiskers grow out. Oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to do that on the Patreon. Hold on. We doing too much. We doing too much. I gotta save that for the Patreon. We finna get loose. All right, old face. Yeah, exactly. Looking like prune face coming out here mad at the world because you look like you 85. And that's your damn diet. Hard living. Hey, I'm saying people gonna get old, they gonna age and everything else, but this dude went from 34. The Kings of Comedy was only what, 24 years ago? Kings of Comedy came out in what, 99, 98? Look at him in 99, 98 and look at him now. That was only 20 years ago, 24 years ago. What the hell happened to you, boy? Hold on, I'm doing it again. I'm getting ready to get off into Patreon mode. All right, well, let me get ready for this Patreon, dude, because why this is still on my mind. So I'm going to get ready to roast his ass real quick and get it to him on the Patreon. So shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Ticket TV, everybody. I already did the shouts out earlier in the video. But same people, man. HD, Jack Sports with Jose Rodriguez. Who else did I get before? O'Shea Duke Jackson. I gave him a shout out on this one. So that's a new one. The Star Report. Star doing his thing out there. Still hanging in there, grinding it. Doing what he do. Hell, Star about the same age as you. And Star looked like he in his damn 30s and 40s. The hell happened to D.L. Hewley? But yeah, let me get on this, man. I'm going to take care of this. Oh, thanks, Outlaw. Oh, the Knicks got screwed tonight. Woo! Boy, did you see that? The Knicks got jobbed tonight. They got jobbed, Outlaw. Oh, my God. I've never seen them do that in the history of the NBA. It was 0.3 seconds, and they wouldn't even give them the time out. They just like, okay, that's it, time over, game over. They just ran the clock out real fast. The new NBA, 3.10 of a second. I done seen somebody put the ball on the ground, go up, do everything. Now they want to run it like 0.3 of a second. What you expect? As soon as it touch your hand, it's over. I'll be like, yeah, but not the way y'all been doing it. 0.7 of a second, people taking a dribble. Coming up, pump faking, throwing the shot up. I'll be like, it was 0.7. of a second. Then they called a foul on Brunson. Brunson was about to fight at the end of the game. That was a good battle, though, with Dylan Brooks, but Knicks got jobbed tonight. Then Denver laid down. My boy, he down there broke his phone. He just went off. God damn! All the nights, Denver want to lay down. Now, yeah, let me get out of here. Get ready for this Patreon, because it's going to be epic. I'm going to tear this goddamn lizard face bastard up. I'm out.